Hello, and welcome to the Wayne State University's 2020 African American Graduation Ceremony. I also want to thank you for taking a brief moment to celebrate all the hard work, dedication, and accomplishments of your graduates. I'm Joseph Bradfield. I work for the Office of Multicultural Student Engagement, also known as UMSE, and I will be your host for today's event. I also want to say that I'm so proud of all the hard work and dedication that has been put forward in the planning of this wonderful ceremony, especially during such a very difficult moment in time. We will all one day be able to come together and celebrate, but until then, you have this to celebrate. And we're going to celebrate the accomplishments of so many individuals from so many disciplines across the university. But more importantly, on one of the most significant dates in African American history, Juneteenth. Please take this time to reflect. Think about our ancestors. Think about what they've had to go through to get us all to this point. You are now on the next step of your journey. It is customary in African culture for individuals in the community to ask the elders of that community for permission to start any ceremony. Since this is the African American graduation ceremony, we have the founding members of the Organization of Black Alumni here to grant that permission. Elders, if you are willing and able, please raise your hand and provide permission for us to proceed with the ceremony.
I, D. Janelle Drake, class of 1977, journalism degree, I enthusiastically give my support to start the proceedings for the 2020 graduation.
Hi, Brent Gillum, 76 graduate from Monteith College, passionately give my permission to proceed with the ceremony.
Ron Wood, class of 1975, mathematics major. I give my complete support for the beginnings of the 2020 graduation ceremony.
Thank you. We will now proceed with the ceremony.
At this time, we will have the pouring of libations. It's an honor and a privilege to pour libations as I've done in past years. And the pouring of libations aspect of the ceremony is to honor, venerate, commemorate, memorialize, and invite the spirit and energy of our ancestors that have gone before us. For was it not for those that went before us, going all the way back to ancient time, that lived their lives in a way that was conducive of making life better for successive generations, we would not be here today. We borrow from the Akan tradition. When we pour libations, we pour water into the earth. In this case, we have a plant, and we say the name of an ancestor. The collective response will be inside. If I say Harriet Tubman, the collective response will be inside, which in the Akan language of tree means to drink. If I say Marcus Garvey, the collective response is inside. In keeping with the tradition of all African people everywhere who believe that Almighty God is the spiritual source of everything in the universe, who is revealed to all and known by many names, we begin by pouring in honor of and in reverence to Almighty God, but we do not ask God to drink. So we don't say inside, we simply say, yo, to Almighty God, revealed to all and known by many names, we say, yo. The Akan believe that Mother Earth, Nana Asasi Yah, is the partner who works with Almighty God. As God provides our spiritual needs, Almighty Nana Asasi Yah meets all of our physical needs. Our medicine, food, clothing, and shelter all come from Mother Earth, Nana Asasi Yah. To Nana Asasi Yah, we say Sa. To the oldest known human ancestor, who just so happened to be an African woman who was found in East Africa, who we now know as Mother Dinknish, we say Sa. To the founders and sustainers of the classical East African civilizations, which emerged along the Nile Valley complex of civilizations, constituting the classical The era of classical East African civilization. They include Egypt, Nubia, Kemet, Kush, Punt, Ethiopia, and Axum. To the founders and sustainers of the classical East African civilizations, we say in Sa. To the founders and sustainers of the classical West African civilizations that constitute the golden age of West Africa, which include Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. These empires span from 300 AD to 1600 AD. To the founders and sustainers of the classical civilizations, the golden age of West Africa, we say in Sa. African civilization began to go in decline in the 1600s as a direct result of European civilization emerging from its dark period. Significant events like the Columbus voyages, which began in the 1400s, the transatlantic slave trade, which begins in 1500. These events and Europeans' westward expansion led to what we call Ma'afa, which means the Great Disaster, and the transatlantic slave trade, which begins in 1500 and led to the dispensation of African people into various people throughout the Western Hemisphere. Places like Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, Brazil, Suriname, Belize, North America, South America, Central America, the United States, all the places that we see people of African descent in the Western Hemisphere are the descendants of those that survived the Middle Passage. The Middle Passage was the part of the journey from where Africans were packed onto ships and taken to the various places that I mentioned. Though millions survived, there were literally hundreds of thousands and millions that did not survive the process. Some were killed in rebellions as they sought to rebel against their captors. Some died due to sickness. Some simply offered themselves up to the Atlantic Ocean rather than come to an unknown life or a life of enslavement. We always acknowledge those lost during the Middle Passage. For those lost during the Middle Passage, we say in Sa. Contrary to popular belief, our ancestors have fought from the very beginning, from the first African that was captured during the transatlantic slave trade moving forward. To the great book mile, we say in Sa. To Sunday Overture, we say in Sa. Harriet Tubman, we say in Sa. Sojourner Truth, we say in Sa. Denmark Vesey, we say in Sa. Nat Turner, we say in Sa. W.B. Du Bois, we say in Sa. Ida B. Wells, we say in Sa. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, we say in Sa. Amy J. Garvey, we say in Sa. Amy Ashwood Garvey, we say in Sa. Elijah Muhammad, we say in Sa. Clara Muhammad, we say in Sa. Malcolm X, we say in Sa. Betty Shabazz, we say in Sa. Coleman Alexander Young, we say in Sa. I have called on the name of ancestors that we share as a collective people of African descent, a global African village, both local and international. But we also have family ancestors. Each and every one of us represents the lineage of both our mother, the maternal side, and our father, the paternal side. Not only do we symbolically represent them or spiritually represent them, we also carry their DNA as part of our own DNA. At this time, I'd like to ask that we all concentrate on, and if you're comfortable, say the name of your personal ancestors, a Big Mama, a Papa Jim that tapped that bottom when you needed it, or maybe gave you a hug when you needed it. Just say their names out. We pour a special libation from all of our family ancestors collectively, those that helped us to be here today. For our collective African family ancestors, we say in Sa. To the unnamed African ancestors who lived their lives in a way that was conducive of making life better for us and making a better world, who in some cases gave their lives to make life better for us and to make a better world. To the unnamed African ancestors that contributed to our struggle, we say in Sa. To the unknown African ancestors, there's many who fought with Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey, Mary McLeod Bethune, whose names we do not know, but we always acknowledge the unknown African ancestors who contributed to our struggle. For those, we say in Sa.
Lift every voice and sing, earth, heaven, ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies resound the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. March on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, the chastening rod felt in the days when hope unborn has died, yet with a steady beat and not our weary feet come to the place from which our fathers died. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughter, out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk of the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand. True to our God, true to our God, true to our native land, true to our native land.
Hello, everyone. I'm grateful for the gift of modern technology that allows me to speak to you on this wonderful occasion, even though public health concerns prevent us from assembling together. So on behalf of the Wayne State University Board of Governors, I want to congratulate all the graduates here today. You are about to receive your college diplomas. What an accomplishment. Your talent and determination have gotten you here, and we're very proud of you. The path to college degree is never easy for anyone. Some of you are the first members of your families to go to college. I know I am. Many of you have worked while going to school. Many of you have raised families while attending. Some of you have received a lot of support along the way from family, from your communities, and today is a celebration of their hard work too. We salute all the moms, dads, grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, and other family members who helped you reach the goal we celebrate today. Some of them helped pay for tuition or books. Some drove you to campus for classes in rain and snow. They were understanding when you missed birthdays to write papers. I want to say thank you to not only the families, but to the professors and staff members who helped you get here. They taught you, inspired you. They pushed you to reach further and be your best and made sure you had what you needed to excel. But no matter the obstacles, you were determined to finish what you started, to seek a better future and the best version of yourselves. That tenacity, along with your hard work and talent, have gotten you here today. I'm sure you've been saying plenty of thank yous to all the people who've supported you on this incredible journey of yours. You may even be thinking about ways that you can give back now that you've made it yourselves. And I would strongly encourage you to do so as you move on to the next phase of your lives. You can demonstrate the value of higher education and help younger people understand that attending college is one of the most important decisions they will ever make. And, of course, I hope you'll tell them about your experiences at Wayne State. As graduates, you are our best ambassadors. Before I close, I would be remiss should I fail to note that this ceremony falls on Juneteenth. In Louisiana, where my family's from, and other parts of the South, June 19th is an unofficial holiday. It actually marks the date in 1865 when the news of Confederate defeat and emancipation finally reached the farthest corners of Texas, which at the time was the outermost reach of slave territory. In the years that followed, newly freed slaves began their struggles for the full rights of citizenship. And some of those struggles, as we know too well, continue to this day. I hope it's as important to you as it is to me to see your college diploma in the context of that struggle. On days like this and in times like these, I remember the words of Edward Everett, who once served as the president of Harvard College and who was the abolitionist politician who spoke immediately before President Abraham Lincoln gave the Gettysburg Address in 1863. Everett said, "Education is a better safeguard of liberty than a standing army." It's now time to proceed with today's festivities, so in closing, I'm pleased to tell you that your university wishes you the best on the road ahead. We know you are well prepared to meet every challenge. Congratulations.
Hello, graduates, and congratulations. You made it across the finish line, and we are all so very delighted. This is an atypical celebration in a very atypical year. But while this celebration may look a little different, it does not in any way diminish what you've accomplished. So take the time to reflect on your academic journey these past few years and all the hard work and personal growth it took to get there. We are all so very proud of you, and you should be proud too. This pandemic has been an eye-opening experience for many of us. We've had heartbreaking losses, but with change comes opportunity. Complex problems like the pandemic require brave and brilliant people to find solutions and keep moving forward. This is your moment to be warrior strong and put your learning to use. We've observed the widely disparate impact of COVID-19 on African American communities, particularly within the city of Detroit. But we must not accept these outcomes as inevitable. And I urge each of you to join in the fight to erase health and wealth disparities that have plagued our nation for far too long. You don't have to be a medical professional to make a difference. Each of you has the power to make a difference in your communities, through service to others, by passing on your love of learning to other young people, by modeling in your life what a compassionate, thoughtful, and engaged citizen looks like. Now, more than ever, the underprivileged and underserved citizens of our city and our country need people like you to look up to. Today is significant, not only because we've had the privilege of celebrating our graduates, but also because it marks the 155th anniversary of Freedom Day, which commemorates the fateful day in 1865 when enslaved Americans were informed of their liberation from slavery. If history is any indication of how we have prevailed through difficult times over the centuries, we will surely prevail through these difficult days as well. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Wayne State University has prepared you to do just this. And now, it's your turn to pass the kindled flame of learning on to others. Congratulations again, graduates. You have my very best wishes for success in everything you do.
Greetings and congratulations. I'm Keith Whitfield, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at Wayne State University. Congratulations, graduates of 2020, you made it. What an incredible achievement. In these days where we're on lockdown, we've got so many things around us, making us think about the limitations on us. You've done something that's going to provide you with limitless possibilities, and that is a Wayne State degree. Now, our country is facing a lot of things that particularly impact African Americans. The term Black Lives Matter probably has more meaning today than ever, but it really has meaning today because we're celebrating your lives, and they do matter. And you're going to go out and make a great impact on this country and be able to make sure that we have change, that's sustainable change for equity and justice for everyone. Be committed to that. Some of you will do it directly, but make sure that you do it some kind of way, directly or indirectly. Make a difference in the lives of the people around you and in society. Learn from some of the lessons that you had while you were here at Wayne State University. And come back for another degree if you want. We'll always welcome you back. Go out and do great things. We're very, very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you and congratulations.
I extend my enthusiastic congratulations to the Wayne State University class of 2020, and in particular to the Black graduates of our esteemed university. As you graduate and embark upon your respective careers, professions, business pursuits, and academic endeavors, you're entering into a world of uncertainty, a world that is filled with conflict, chaos, and challenge. We have seen this coronavirus pandemic decimate our country, particularly communities of color, and we've seen racial injustices that continue to occur in this country against our people. Now, for many, these events leave people jaded and pessimistic, but I am abundantly optimistic. You see, throughout the history of this country, African Americans have always faced times of challenge and conflict and change. However, among us, there have always been those who have arisen to the occasion and overcome these obstacles. And that's what I believe you'll do, Wayne State University class of 2020. As Black graduates, you will go forth and be warrior strong and succeed in everything that you do. So go forth, do good, and make the world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2020, and go Warriors.
We would like to send our congratulations and our thanks. We'd like to thank the founders who were insightful enough to create this event, to honor the struggles and the hard work of those like you celebrating today. Were committed to bettering themselves and improving their conditions to higher education. It's also very important that we remember them because they were insightful enough to understand the importance and the significance in that for years and years, this was an accomplishment or a goal that was inaccessible to many people of African descent for years. So for the founders of the African American graduation, we say thank you very much. We'd like to also thank the current committee, Ms. Maxine Hudgens, Henry Robinson, and others who have continuously worked to ensure that this event happened every year. And we give a particular special thanks for the committee for 2020 because against great odds, they were committed to ensuring that this event take place. So we thank you as well. We'd like to also finally thank you, the graduates, your families, your friends, your children, and all of the various support networks and groups that you had to help you make it to this day. It's very important that we know and understand that none of us could have completed the accomplishment that you're being commemorated for today without the support of others. So we thank your support networks, and we thank you, the graduates, those who we come to honor today, for your commitment, your integrity, your tenacity, your intellect, and just your basic stick-to-itness. Because through all, you weathered the storm, whether it was a 4-year journey, a 6-year journey, or an 8-year journey, or however long it took, you managed to stick to it. You had the tenacity to stay with it, and now we come to honor you today. So we say thank you for your hard work. And on behalf of the Department of African American Studies here at Wayne State and our leadership, our chairman, Dr. Ali Johnson, distinguished professor, Dr. Melba Boyd, and our other distinguished faculty and staff, we say thank you very much for your hard work and congratulations on this accomplishment. Job well done. For you, we wish in the future all the best.
Hi, my name is Erica Jackson, and I'm the Senior Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Wayne State and a proud Wayne State Law School alum. I just want to say congratulations, graduates. You have definitely demonstrated that you are warrior strong, and the best is yet to come. Congratulations, warriors.
To the class of 2020, congratulations. From the faculty, staff, and alumni like myself, we celebrate with you and are very proud of all your accomplishments. At this point, I'm going to implore you to be much like my hairline. Continue to grow and flourish and overcome all the obstacles that stand in your way. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Things are a lot different this year, but you all still deserve much celebration, much praise for all of your hard work and your perseverance. And I'm wishing you all the absolute best.
Hey guys, it's Desmond Mack. Just dropping in to say congratulations. You did it. I graduated from this university as well, so I know all the time, energy, patience, and strength that it took to get to this point. So just want to say congratulations. I'm super proud of you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cheryl White, a retiree and alumna of Wayne State University. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Greetings, Department of African American Studies students. My name is Brittany Thomas, and I am the new administrator for the department. On behalf of the faculty and staff in our department, I say congratulations on your academic achievement this semester. You did it! You finally graduated. As sweet as crossing the stage in front of family, friends, administrators, advisors, and educators would have been this semester, nothing can take from you the 4 long years of hard work and dedication that you put in to accomplish your dreams. Some of you are off to begin promising careers in your chosen field, while others will begin graduate studies in an assortment of disciplines. You each have achieved something great, and it's important to remember that as you take your next step in life. Now that you are all alumni of Wayne State University's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we urge you to keep in touch with your supportive campus. Consider mentorship. Our future warriors would benefit greatly from your story. So again, congratulations on your academic triumph. Go forth into future endeavors with your head held high, and remember to always be warrior strong.
At this time, I'm privileged to come to you once again with the reading or sharing of the 3 important African principles. At the inception of this traditional event, the designers reached back into African culture and pulled from 3 historical African cultures to find principles that were a part of those particular cultural groups that they felt were essential for the graduates to take with them as they embark on yet another rite of passage. And you may or may not know, but a graduation is a rite of passage. In all societies, there are rite of passage, whether they are called such or not. In traditional African society, to be born is a rite of passage. To come into puberty is a rite of passage. To come into adulthood is a rite of passage. To become an elder is a rite of passage. To get married is a rite of passage. And a rite of passage simply is a demarcation of one moving from one level of existence to another. And remember, you can never go back. So as you embark on the next phase of your journey, much more is expected of you. And it's very important that you know and understand that the credential that you obtain today, that where we are today, the purpose of this celebration is not that the education makes you better, it equips you to become better and more effective as a servant of humankind. These 3 principles include Ma'at, which is a divine principle which governs Egyptian society, Sankofa, which comes to us from the Akan people of Ghana, West Africa, and Harambe, which comes to us from Kenya and Tanzania, or East Africa. The first of these principles, the principle of Ma'at, was the ancient Egyptian concept of truth, balance, order, law, morality, justice, reciprocity, and propriety. And let those principles govern how you live your life, both personally and professionally. The second concept, which comes from the Akan people of Ghana, West Africa, is Sankofa. The Ashanti people of Ghana, West Africa, use various Adinkra symbols to represent Sankofa. Sankofa is an Akan word meaning to go back and take. If we break the word down, 3 syllables, San means to return, Ko means to go back, Fa means to take. The Sankofa symbol represents the idea that one must take from the past what is good and bring it into the present in order to make positive progress through the benevolent use of knowledge. It also symbolizes the Akan's quest for knowledge, with the implication that the quest is based on critical examination and intelligent and patient investigation. The concept of Sankofa is often symbolized as a bird with its head turned backwards, taking an egg off of its back. This reflects the Akan belief that the past serves as a guide for planning the future, or the wisdom and learning from the past in building the future. The Akan believe that there must be movement with times, but as the forward march proceeds, the gems must be picked from behind and carried forward on the march. In the Akan military system, this symbol signified the rear guard, the section of which the survival of the society and the defense of its heritage depended. Again, we call this Sankofa. The final of the 3 principles is Harambe. Harambe is a Bantu, or more accurately, a Kiswahili word, which has its origin in the word halambe, and was originally used by porters throughout the coastal parts of Kenya, like Mombasa, Lamu, Malindi, and later throughout the entire country. It is normally pronounced as Harambe and literally means let us all pour together. Variously, it is described as a way of life in Kenya and a traditional custom of Kenyans. And the word Harambe, some of you may know, is also a part of the Kwanzaa celebration. When we conclude our Kwanzaa celebrations, we pour Harambe. So Harambe, in the bare essence, means to pour together. And as we come to celebrate today, although the focus is each and every one of you, there's no way you could have gotten here without the help of your mothers, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your spouses, your children, your church, various aspects, your teachers. So in essence, whether we were consciously trying to do it, there was a collective effort. And as we celebrate you today, we want you to remember the principle of Harambe. And I'll conclude this segment by doing the Harambes. We raise our right hand up and we pour down 7 times, saying Harambe each time. And we're symbolically saying, pour together. We want you to remember Ma'at as a governing principle of your life. We want you to also let the concept of Sankofa guide you, particularly when you get lost or lose your way or get unsure or lack confidence. Remember where you came from and how you got to where you are today. And finally, remember that you are part of a collective. So we have, repeat after me, Ma'at, Sankofa, and Harambe. And we conclude this part of the ceremony by pulling together. On the count of 3, we'll do this 7 times. 1, 2, 3. Harambe, 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 Harambe. Pour together, pour together, pour together. Again, it's been an honor and a privilege to be a part of the 27th annual African American graduation here at Wayne State. Thank you very much. Congratulations to the graduates, your families, those that help you along the way. We say, you have done well.
Success or significant, the black power that you have. What a time to be young, gifted, and black. My name is Jeremiah Wheeler, and it's my privilege to serve as your Black Student Union President, Wayne State University Chapter. Today, you are successful. Success is generally agreed to be the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. I challenge us to challenge ourselves. Will we settle in success or hunger for significance? Significance is adding value to someone other than yourself. Think about what significance you will bring to the world. You graduated despite COVID-19, despite systemic racism, despite your personal circumstances, despite the adversity, amongst the chaos, and truly earned 120 plus credits along the way. You have found success. Congratulations on this. LinkedIn defines success as stable life, money, high pay, self-dependent. You have an opportunity to achieve in those areas. But will you stop there? What would you do if you knew failure was not an option? What would you change if you knew nothing would stop you? Who would you help if you knew you would impact their life? Will you be significant? Some quotes to remember as we move through this whitewashed system. Not speaking what's real about race relations in order to be sensitive to the feelings of white people is a betrayal to your own people. Furthermore, to cater to the feelings of those that obviously don't care about you clearly proves that your mind is mentally enslaved. Malcolm X. And to paraphrase Marcus Garvey, we, Wayne State black graduates, are among the ones to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Because while others might free the body, no one but ourselves can free our minds. Quote, failure is a great teacher, and if you are open to it, mistakes have many lessons to offer. Oprah Winfrey. In the words of Shirley Chisholm, you don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. We make progress by implementing ideas. Black family, I leave you with this. What good is knowledge but to enlighten the ignorant? What good is freedom but to extend to the immigrant? What good is power but to uplift the people? What good is righteous but to cast out evil? What good is a degree if it hangs on a shelf? What good is a rich person but to bring the community wealth? What good is your story if you're unwilling to share it? What good is a blessing if you're unwilling to bear it? What good are study habits if you leave them in undergraduate? What good is your parents' success if you're not planning to surpass it? What good is first generation college education if you gonna be the last of it? Black family, what good is graduating into the game of life if no matter what season, no matter what the score is, we're not willing to play every inning? What good is a commencement if we don't realize 2020 that this is not the end, but this is the beginning? Education is power. What good is power if we don't use it? Happy graduation, family. Let's break the system. I love you. Stay unapologetically black.
Class of 2020, I'd like to congratulate you on this tremendous achievement. I'd also like to wish you many, many more years of continued success.
Despite these challenging times, you persevered and showed your resilience. Congratulations and best wishes on your future.
Brent Gillum, Monteith College, 1976. I know you all are very, very, very tired from 4 or more years of hard work, and congratulations on your achievement. But the world is upside down right now, politically, medically, legally, and we need you all to get to work. Please get to work. We need you. Congratulations again.
Hi, I'm Kenya from Warrior VIP, the learning community. I wanted to say that I am so proud of you graduating. This is just the first of many of your successes. So if I could give you some advice, the advice would be to always believe in yourself, follow your heart, and keep working hard. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of the graduates from the Black Faculty and Staff Association.
Congratulations, graduates. My name is LaJoyce Brown. I'm the Senior Associate Director for Undergraduate Admissions and a proud Wayne State alum. Well done on your accomplishments, hard work, and perseverance. Continue to soar and make a difference. Stay true to yourself and stay warrior strong.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We're so proud of you and your accomplishments. We celebrate you and your persistence, and we definitely look forward to hearing about all of your future successes. All the best to each of you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maxine Hudgens. Welcome to the best and most exciting segment of the 2020 Virtual African American Graduation Celebration, the presentation of the graduates. First, we will call upon the College of Education graduates. I know you are excited because I am. Kalisha King, Bachelor of Arts in Education and Elementary Education. Zaria Wynn, Bachelor of Arts in Education and Elementary Education. Janette Preston, Bachelor of Arts in Education and Secondary Education. Kiara Hampton, Bachelor of Science in Education and Elementary Education. Kimberly Sheard, Bachelor of Science in Education and Elementary Education with a minor in Early Childhood and Special Education. Bachelor of Science in Education and Health Education, Paris Berry. Frederick Michael Mallard, Bachelor of Science in Education and Health Education. Bachelor of Science in Education and Health Education, Shamira Tellis. Taroka Battle, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Dejan Christian, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Shantae Dawry, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. E.J. Harrelson, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. India Hawkins, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Kyle Lewis, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Portia McCoy, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Amber Stevens, Bachelor of Science in Education and Kinesiology. Jasmine Miles, Master of Education and Educational Leadership. Allison Orr Jones, Education Specialist Certificate in Counseling. Stephanie Hawks, Doctor of Education and Education Leadership and Policy Studies. Chantelia Johns, Doctor of Education and Education Leadership and Policy Studies. College of Engineering, Andre Rian Hall, Bachelor of Science in Construction Management. Emmanuel Ndeniji, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Sonia Brown, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Brittany Felder, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Deontay Marshall, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Arlana Easterly, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Jaquan Frierson, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Adrian McDaniel, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the College of Fine Performing and Communication Arts graduates. Kiana Freeman, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Sharice Harris, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Gabrielle Robinson, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Abriana Walton, Bachelor of Arts in Broadcast Journalism with a minor in Urban Studies. Anita Addy, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Emil Crowley III, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Erica Dudley, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Marvin Littles, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Lakaya Neal, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Sharday Van Pelt, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Dolores Moore, Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Merchandising. Najia Dafel, Bachelor of Arts in Film. Lakeisha King, Bachelor of Arts in Film. Nathaniel Taylor, Bachelor of Arts in Film. Charvay Thomas, Bachelor of Arts in Film with a minor in New Media. Cheryl Warren, Bachelor of Arts in Film. Brianna Blackshire, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism with a minor in African American Studies. Rachel Henry, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. Jonathan Lundy, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. Milan McLaurin, Bachelor of Arts in New Media Arts and Studies. Darice Roberson, Bachelor of Arts in Media Arts and Studies. Corrine Harris, Bachelor of Arts in Music with a minor in Psychology. Aaliyah Betts, Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations with a minor in Business. Tamia Marie Jones, Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations with a minor in Communication Studies. Ola Dedmiji Omiyale, Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations with a minor in Sociology. Lakia Wilson, Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations with a minor in Business. Jasmine Brown, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art. Kyra Brown, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art. Angel Buckins, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art and a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Design with a double concentration in Interior and Industrial Design. Dynasty Norwood, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art. Cameron Blackwell, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater with a minor in African Theater and Dance. Christian Knight, Bachelor of Science in Fashion Design and Merchandising. Jasmine Stallion, Master of Arts in History, Nubia A. Brewster, Master of Arts in Public Relations and Organizational Communications, with a certificate in Health Communications. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences graduates. Jason Benford, Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies. Donna Thomas, Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies. Nakia Renee Wallace, Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies. Abigail Fielder, Bachelor of Arts in Biological Sciences. Ann Amarachi Mark, Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry with a minor in Spanish. Deborah Naomi Thomas, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Sciences and Disorders with a minor in Spanish. Marcella Robinson, Bachelor of Arts in English with a minor in African American Studies. Justin Hitchcock, Bachelor of Arts in English with a minor in Film Study. Kennedy Donaldson, Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. Clarica Mix, Bachelor of Arts in Nutrition and Food Services. Deshaun McClinton, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science with a minor in Hebrew. Tiffany Smith, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Ebony Williams, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Monet Adams, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Alexandra Clark, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in African American Studies. Kayla Ephraim, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Diamond Haynes, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Public Health. Daviante Haywood, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Kiara Jackson, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Criminal Justice. Danica Moulton, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Helen Page, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Marijuana Paynes, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Brianna Taylor, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Shamika Woodson, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Alexis Brown, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Ari Elliott, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Psychology. Elizabeth Hood, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Egypt Mabins, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Jasmine Neal, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Jovan Thompson, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Psychology. Jasmine Coles, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a minor in Health Psychology and Public Health. Darlene Okokpo, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Cameron Woodard L., Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a minor in Chemistry. Jordan Ballard, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in Political Science. Shelby Brunner, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Itanya Campbell, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Alexis Davis, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in Sociology. India Harris, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in Sociology. Alexis Johnson, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Amelia King, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Ariel Laster, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in Psychology. Casey McGee, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in African American Studies. Ranisha Meeks, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in political science. Destiny O'Neill, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in French. Michelle Saunders, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in Psychology. Kara Davis, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Gabrielle Gordon, Bachelor of Science in Psychology with a minor in Linguistics. Ashley Brooks, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Health Psychology. Kaylin Carter, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Sociology and Psychology. Kenneth Cochran, Bachelor of Science in Public Health. Sage Edmonds, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Communication Studies. Shani U. Evans, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Sociology. Christopher Smith, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Arabic. Deasia Todd, Bachelor of Science in Public Health. Iman Trey O'Ray, Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a minor in Psychology. Whitney Holloway, Master of Arts in Linguistics. Rasul Ibn Muhammad, Master of Arts in Near Eastern Languages. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the College of Nursing graduates. Courtney Bellew, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Tony Thornton, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Jude Hupebor, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Ebony West, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Irvin D. Reed Honors College graduates. Jasmine Coles, Kennedy Donaldson, Najia Duffel, Darlene Opopo, Christopher Smith, and Amber Stevens. Congratulations on a job well done. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the law school graduate. Alexis Smith Scott, Juris Doctorate. Congratulations. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Mike Ilitch School of Business graduates. Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Amir Johnson. Jacqueline Taylor, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration. Shaquille White, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a minor in Information Systems Management. Jade Williams, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration. Michael Bradford, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Jeffrey Edwards, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Tyree Georges, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Rispa Gray, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Courtney Hewitt, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Bria Jackson, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Janae Micah Lassiter, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Don Juan Moultrie, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Martin Nelson, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Caitlin Perry, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Dante Scott, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Lanita Stewart, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Sierra Williams, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Jeremiah H.W. Wheeler, Bachelor of Science in Global Supply Chain Management. Ranisha Bannerman, Master of Business Administration. Kennedy Cockrell, Master of Business Administration with concentrations in Management and International Business. Kim Easley, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Sports and Entertainment Management. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the University Libraries and School of Information Science graduate, Shakita Billy, Master of Library and Information Science. Introducing the School of Social Work, Myla Chapman, Bachelor of Social Work, LaShante Conley, Bachelor of Social Work, Deshauna Davis, Bachelor of Social Work, Benjamin Isaac, Bachelor of Social Work, Aggie Johnson, Bachelor of Social Work, Melissa Lee, Bachelor of Social Work, Micaiah Littlejohn, Bachelor of Social Work, Asia Denise Matthews, Bachelor of Social Work, Natalie McKinney, Bachelor of Social Work, DeAndre Morris, Bachelor of Social Work, Kimberly Nelson, Bachelor of Social Work, Jasmine Norman, Bachelor of Social Work, LaShawn Smith, Bachelor of Social Work, Taylor Thorpe, Bachelor of Social Work, Zena Washington, Bachelor of Social Work, Marshall Washington James, Bachelor of Social Work, Nancy Williams, Bachelor of Social Work, Quenisha Caldwell, Bachelor of Social Work, where online works, Theodore Dawson, Bachelor of Social Work, where online works, Carissa Stringfield, Bachelor of Social Work, where online works, Tammy Terrell, Bachelor of Social Work, where online works, Nicole Tucker, Bachelor of Social Work, where online works, Taylor Fields, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Juanita Gould, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Bettina Graham, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Katie Heath, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Trey Jordan, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Kyle Towner, Master of Social Work in Innovation in Community Policy and Leadership, Siobhan Alexander, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Dorian Blair, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Daisha Butler, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Victoria Clark, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Dominique Daniel, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Amanda Estioko, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Kilolo Everson, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Shantice Gaden, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Louise McKenzie, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, Denise Sowell, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration with a graduate certificate for Michigan School Social Workers, Tamisha Taylor, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration, and Kiwan Twilly, Master of Social Work in Interpersonal Concentration. Unfortunately, we have 4 students to pass away. The Board of Governors unanimously approved the conferral of posthumous degrees for the 4 Wayne State University students who tragically passed away prior to graduation. In remembrance of our fallen warriors in the spirit of Ma'at, Sankofa, and Harambe, let us take a moment to remember them by saying their names. Darren Adams, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Antoinette Bell, Bachelor of Social Work. Dwayne Carrero Berry, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, minors in Latino, Latina, and Latin American Studies and Peace and Conflict Studies. Brejan Moore, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Wayne State Board of Governors, President Wilson, Dr. Whitfield, faculty, staff, elders, family, friends, and alumni, I present to you graduates from December 2019, April 2020, August 2020, and December 2020. Thank you.
Hey graduates! My name is Tiana Dudley, and I am the chair of the Organization of Black Alumni. I'm also a member of the board of directors for the Alumni Association. I just wanted to stop by to congratulate each and every one of you on your amazing accomplishment, your graduation. You all are officially alumni. And with that, I want to invite you to the Organization of Black Alumni. We were established in 1992, and we are Wayne State University's longest standing affinity group. You all have accomplished your degrees during conditions and times that were absolutely difficult and challenging, and that shows your resiliency. You all have become warriors, and for that you should be totally proud, because I am and we all are. So congratulations again on your wonderful accomplishment. I hope to be able to connect and meet with each one of you individually at some point, and I just hope that you would stay connected to the university for a lifetime. Our goal with the Organization of Black Alumni is to tell the stories of our Black alumni, as well as to continue to foster lifelong relationships through event planning and through philanthropic endeavors. We welcome all of your support, all of your effort, and we just welcome you and your energy. Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations again. You all are officially graduates, and you all are officially alumni. You worked hard, and it shows. You are a brilliant example of what it means to be a Wayne State warrior. Cheers to your excellence, and congratulations again.
I just wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I wish nothing and hope nothing but the best for yourself, your families, and your futures. You are well prepared. You can do this. Why? Because your warrior's strong. Take care.